Hello everyone, welcome again to a new episode of the Weblaw Metaverse Summary. I'm Montani, Metaverse expert at Weblaw, and it's really a big pleasure to discuss around two very interesting topics today. You can find those events every first Friday a month, and the goal is to have something interactive, so do not hesitate to ask questions in the chat, and I will be very happy to answer everything. So today we are going to speak about two fascinating topics. Here you have the two topics on my screen, and we will also make a small experience together. This small experience have a link with the future summary, so next month, the first Wednesday. And yeah, maybe it will be a bit hidden, so maybe you will find the Easter egg, or maybe not. Or maybe not very fast, but I will tell you the secret a few minutes after the first experience. So I will share my entire screen for the first subject, for the first topic. Here you go. And I think we can start directly. So today we're going to talk about a technology that could be both exciting and disturbing: trilateration using Wi-Fi technology to see through walls. And the second topic, the SBB is calling for tenders for a system to measure affluence in the stations, facial recognition, anonymized data. So yeah, it's not that difficult to find that I was not speaking. Yeah. It's actually artificial intelligence using my voice with a deepfake solution to recreate or read my prompt, my script. And I was totally impressed by the process and how easy it is to take my voice and create whatever you want. I discovered also some images, deepfake solutions, very easy to use. So the next topic will be focused on deepfake and how you can create content with deepfake. We will speak a lot about data security, of course, as you can imagine. It's interesting to have this kind of solution, but of course there are some dangers. So let's continue with my voice. Do not hesitate to tell me if the sound is not good or if you have troubles by understanding what the artificial intelligence is saying. I'm here, I can also explain you all the topics myself, but let's try with the help of artificial intelligence, sorry. So let's start with the context and the first topic. We are constantly surrounded by wireless signals such as Wi-Fi and 4G, but did you know that these signals can be used to see through walls? Seeing through walls used to be reserved for the military and intelligence agencies using expensive technology, but is now available to the general public. So yeah, as you can see, it was that's not new technology, but it was very expensive. It was very expensive before and only used by big companies or by big organizations like the military or some navigation company, or those kind of big industries. And here you have the Galileo, and I think I let just my prompt go forward. A researcher has managed to detect the presence of people through walls using only low-cost 8,266 Spanish pesetas electronic cards and WiFi antennas. So here you have the GitHub as said. So you have all the explanation to do those kind of radar yourself. You have the code, you have a notice, you have the README steps to made up this project. So that's very, very impressive. Here you also have all the hardware you need. So you just need a Raspberry Pi and ESP8266 with a Wi-Fi sniper. So what are those components? Here you go, some examples. So it's very, very cheap and accessible. So everyone can buy this and just build this project. Of course, if you're not an engineer, you will probably have some difficulties to build this solution, this device. But if you are an engineer, or if you know if you have some electronic skills, it will be really, really easy. It's kind of standard technologies.
Using trilateration, you can locate objects or people by measuring the distance between the object and each beacon. This geolocation method is used in many fields such as navigation, indoor geolocation, logistics, and surveillance.
As said, it is made up with a common standard technology called trilateration. As you can see, you have your 3 receptors and they merge every data together to find the point where the signal is.
This researcher used deep learning and computer vision techniques to model the people in the room, creating an image that shows their position. Although these are not real-time renderings, perhaps even static images that take more or less time to generate, the quality of the results is still amazing.
Yes, it is. It is very, very amazing. I don't know what you think about it, but it is so precise. So as you can see, you have here the transmitter antennas. So you have to put like 3 transmitter on around the space, and from there you can receive the dense pose called. So here on the left you have an image-based dense pose, and on your right you have the Wi-Fi based dense pose. So the quality is even better. As you can see here, you have the legs with the Wi-Fi solution, and on your left you don't have the legs. Probably because the color is similar to the background. So that's a point why this is very amazing. And again, for a few francs or dollars or euros, you can just buy all the components and make it yourself with the explanation you find on GitHub. And that's the next topic. Maybe I let the artificial intelligence make the conclusion.
This, of course, raises questions about privacy and security. On this subject, the Weblaw community of lawyers and jurists is better placed to draw conclusions. For my part, I stop at the technical analysis.
So it's your turn to discuss around the topic, and yeah, on the legal aspect there is a lot to discuss. So I hope you will take the comment space to share your ideas, your expertise, and yeah, I'm very curious to know what can happen if I build something like that, or if we have already legal basis to class those kind of use cases. And now the second topic.
The second topic of the day is an investigation by Grégoire Barbie for Heidi News. With the SBB, we have already jumped on the mass surveillance bandwagon.
Grégoire Barbie. He is a French speaker, so as I'm a French speaker too, allows me to correctly pronounce the name of Grégoire Barbie.
The SBB has denied using facial recognition in stations, but the cameras that are used to count people today can already collect a lot of data on individuals. Monday, February 27th, at the SBB counter of the Geneva Cornavin station, an employee is asked,
Could you show me the devices that measure the number of passengers in the station? An embarrassed look, a stammering answer, I learned about such a project in the press. The answer is, there are already sensors in the station, this is a project to reinforce the system. Surprised, the employee confided that he did not know that this system was in place. In Geneva Cornavin, there are 30 sensors spread over 15 counting sites. According to the company's press service, contacted by Heidi.news, they are installed in the ceilings. We haven't seen them. Is this deliberate on the part of the company? In any case, it is written in black and white in the call for tenders. The cameras must be as little visible as possible. What showed the research of Heidi? News. The sensors available on the market already allow, even without facial recognition, to obtain a lot of information about people, gender, age group, height, speed of movement and mass. SBB says it is not interested in biometric data. This statement must be qualified. The height, age group and sex of individuals are characteristics that are part of soft biometrics. A contract awarded in 2021 to the Zurich-based company to equip 20 railway stations already mentioned technical details similar to the tender that is now causing controversy. The Federal Department of the Environment, Transport, Energy and Communications, the supervisory authority for SBB, is not taking a position against the project. The call for tenders mentions a specific and technical development of the data allowing new applications. The SBB is multiplying its digitalization projects, which raises questions about potential future interactions, even if they deny it. The role of the tender. For SBB, it's about achieving a number of goals listed in documents Heidi.news was able to see. Follow the movements of travelers in stations, allowing to restore their routes in the whole building, including on the platforms and in the stores. The data is collected anonymously, but a random identifier is assigned to each individual to track his or her movements from arrival to departure from the station. Provide SBB with demographic data on each traveler and the nature of the items carried. Establish reports for the SBB real estate subsidiary to optimize security, cleaning, revenue and customer awareness. What commercial purposes? In its article, K-Tip magazine saw the tender as a desire to increase revenues from businesses located in the stations. This is because tenants pay rent to SBB real estate, the amount of which is proportional to the turnover achieved. Increasing the income of the retailers therefore means increasing SBB's income. In the call for tenders, there is also a section on the reports that the service provider must provide to SBB real estate in order to evaluate the performance of the stores and to better understand the clientele. That's something new for me. It was impossible to imagine this kind of business model. But yeah, very interesting. Again, if you want more details about this article, just go on Heidi.news and search for this article. You will find it very easily by typing something like data protection, SBB, and maybe Grégoire Barbet, the writer, the author of this article. Very, very interesting. The overall strategy. To take the measure of such a project, it is necessary to understand how it may fit into SBB's broader strategy. While waiting for answers from the SBB, we can already list the different digitization projects of the company that could be linked in one way or another to this counting system. The abandonment of ticket machines in Swiss railway stations by 2035 in favor of paperless sales only. The creation of a feature in the SBB mobile application to allow travelers to find each other in the cars thanks to geolocation by Bluetooth receivers. And that's beginning to be interesting or dangerous. There is a great you will see after. There is a lawyer who explained it very well. The development by the Swiss Bus Alliance, an organization of the public transport sector to which the SBB belongs, of an application for tracking general season ticket holders on a voluntary basis. The Bluetooth receivers mentioned above will be used by this application. The contract has been signed. The organization confirmed to Heidi.news. The promotion of innovative projects in the field of the smart city via the Smart City Lab Basel, a partnership between the SBB and the Canton of Basel. In its Strategy 2030, SBB lists among its goals to aim for customer orientation and efficiency, to exploit the potential of technology and in a targeted manner to this end, and to strengthen our innovation performance through cooperation with industry and universities in particular, concerned even without facial recognition. According to the documents consulted, no technology, facial recognition or otherwise, is formally favored by SBB at this stage, which is leaving the bidder free to choose the measurement technique that guarantees compliance with the minimum and optional requirements, the number and type of measuring devices required, while stressing that the measurement technique must remain as discreet as possible and not be displayed in broad daylight. Currently, the devices that equip train stations to measure traffic can already be considered as augmented cameras. The French National Commission for Information Technology and Civil Liberties explains on its website that these cameras are made up of automated image processing software coupled with cameras, allowing not only to film people but also to analyze them in an automated way in order to deduce certain information and personal data about them. Who can do more, can do less. The sensors installed in Swiss train stations are marketed by manufacturers Zovis and Fleur. The latest sensor model marketed by Fleur, the Blickstream 3D Gen 2, allows, according to the manufacturer's description, to distinguish between children, adults, and other objects such as shopping carts, so you get the precise data you need to monitor customer behavior. Using patented technology, the device also collects time, location, height, speed, mass, and direction of travel, allowing for sophisticated behavior analysis beyond basic people counting capabilities. Of course, the SBB tender does not explicitly require all this data. It states in black and white that the service provider is obliged to provide anonymized information and that personal data must be processed locally. The data must be provided in real time, unanswered questions, but the project raises questions because the call for tenders also states that SBB envisages the specific and technical development of data allowing new applications. If necessary, SBB will award the bidder mandates requiring know-how in the fields of passenger counting, data science, project management, and software engineering. So many perspectives that leave one wondering, does this project amount, as the lawyer specialized in new technologies Nicholas Captain fears, to bringing a wolf into the sheepfold with a muzzle? To bringing a wolf into the sheepfold but with a muzzle. That's exactly what it is. And as said, if you want to know more about this, go on Heidi.news and you will find the whole article. So it was really a pleasure to present you those two topics. The video will stay online for a few days, and after that we will go on private modus. So do not hesitate to ask questions if you have. I'm available on LinkedIn, and yeah, you can just find me very easily on LinkedIn or by email. Just do not hesitate, joey.montani@weblaw.ch. So as said, the next topic will be the deepfake. I hope you a nice evening and see you the first Wednesday of April. Bye-bye.